Additionally, I met a faculty Akhil ma'am and Mr. Kirti was a president of ISSM and joined the stage for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp.
Thank you, sir. Without further ado, I now invite Ms. Kavya to deliver the welcome.
It's a glorious moment to extend my warm welcome on behalf of ISSM Business School. I find immense pleasure in welcoming our chief guest, Mr. David Netto, with pride and honor. I welcome you, sir. We, the students of ISSM Business School, are waiting to be an expert like you. I'm just one of the many students in this crowd who are aspire to be like you and are excited to gain so much from this session. Now at this moment, we are excited. I would like to thank our chairman, Mr. Kadai Ganpatiyappan sir, our founder and managing director, Dr. Bhargavi Mahalingam ma'am, our principal, Mr. Ranjit Kumar sir, and our faculties. And last but not the least, I would also like to extend my warm welcome to all the future leaders who are all presented here in order to get guided and motivated. I hope you all have a great time. Thank you.
Appreciating your welcome address, Ms. Kavya. Now I invite Mr. Jiva to provide a brief overview of ISSM journey.
Good afternoon, everyone. ISSM Business School is a 16-year young business school established in 2008, providing MBA industry integrated courses approved by Ayappa University and Malaysian University of Science and Technology. Other than academics, ISSM conducts an array of activities such as Leadership Lab, where the leaders of the industry interact with students, and we conduct other activities like outbound training, industrial visits, and many other projects to engage and enhance students. We at ISSM ensure that the skill sets of students are enhanced to meet the corporate requirements. ISSM conduct various certification programs within the campus premises to enable the student to learn at ease. ISSM also conduct various cultural activities, festival celebration as a part of our curricular activities so that the students would thrive in more diversified lifestyle. ISSM offers specialization in various disciplines such as HR, finance, marketing, operations, and system. We provide 100% internship and placement for all the students from a minimum package of Rs 6 lakhs to maximum of 20 lakhs per annum. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiva. Now, I would like to call Mr. Manoj to briefly introduce our honored chief guest.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce our chief guest. Mr. Netto is an expert in the area of human resource management with nearly a decade of experience and expertise in the field. He experimented his career at ISSM and has worked in various roles as HR manager, senior HR, talent acquisition manager in companies like Ogre, ANI Media, Nielsen IQ. Currently, he is the senior talent acquisition business partner at ADP. He is an expert at bulk hiring, campus drives, and sourcing quality hires. Throughout his career, he has exhibited his commitment through his quality of work. Mr. Netto is also enhancing the young talents through the conference and talks. He is also a tremendous public speaker and motivator who has guided various students in this journey from campus to corporate. We welcome you, sir, for grace us with your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj. Now I request our principal, Mr. Ranjit Kumar sir, to provide few insights about the session.
So I'd like to thank the management and also Mr. David Netto for coming to all the way to ISSM Business School and giving us business simulations. And I'd like to take this opportunity to set the context for the day and to understand what is the topic which we are going to discuss in all this about. So business simulations, we have been doing with various B schools are doing this with from Harvard Business Review or with Stanford and other top B schools in the country or in the globe. They are doing this business simulations, but ISSM is standing out of all the B schools. Why? Because we are creating the business simulations on our own. We are taking the problems from the society and we are trying to find out the opportunities out of it and trying to convert the opportunities towards the students and the better community to the society of the country. So this makes an enlightenment in somebody else's life. That is where ISSM stands for. That's what we call it. Success starts here with ISSM. I guess we are into it. So let me not take so much of time and get into the business simulation directly. So today we are going to have a business simulation with Mr. David Netto. I'd like to thank him especially for his coming into the busy schedule to ISSM Business School, having this acceptance, because it's not easy, because one is his schedule is too busy. Second thing is this particular topic, since he is from ADP, the topic is also very relevant to his topic and to his industry, because he is also from the HR industry and the particular company is also into the consulting company. So the topic goes like this: the opportunities and threats in migration of unskilled workers to Tamil Nadu and skilled workers from Tamil Nadu to the other parts of the globe. So where does this gap comes in? What is the gap? So the topic is very simple. Today, if you take any number of employees, that is the unskilled or the semi-skilled employees, are coming from various parts of the country to Tamil Nadu to work here for a better environment. We have very good infrastructure considerably. We have got 6 airports in Tamil Nadu. Comparably, even United States of America doesn't have one. So we are far more doing better. So for people who is outside Tamil Nadu, it's a very big opportunity for them to come to Tamil Nadu to convert this opportunity. They have very good infrastructure, medical, education, transport, one of the best transports in the country we do have. So education system, yes, they can able to join in any one of the school or college. They can have a very, very great infrastructure. The teachers are from the best teachers are from the country. It's been produced from Tamil Nadu and from Chennai and the various parts of Tamil Nadu. The credit goes to Tamil Nadu. Apart from this, if you take a nominal labor of 2,000, 2,500 rupees, a mason is taking, apart from this 2,500 rupees, the same cost has not been affordable today. Why? Because different part of the country, a labor is coming, especially from the North India or North India, any rest of Tamil Nadu, a labor is coming who is ready to work for 800 rupees per day. And Tamil Nadu labor is ready to work for 8 hours a day, but this guy is ready to work for 12 hours a day. Because it is a competition, it is a competitive world, yes. But why is our manpower is too costly? Here is the point that our manpower has become costly. So we have learned something, we have been trained on some resources, we have been elevated. Earlier there was people who are doing rickshaws, handmade rickshaws has been banned in the country. Tamil Nadu was the first state to ban it. We don't have any handmade rickshaws. As a part of social justice development, we have done it. Now we have people who have been elevated to the auto rickshaws. Now people are driving the Ola, Uber cabs, their own cabs they are driving it. Rapido has been growing very rapidly here. Swiggy and Zomato has been here. So towards a job we have been elevated. Once upon a time when people have been driving the autos, now they have elevated themselves as car drivers. Then now they are doing it as part of the, they are coming to the cab business, that is the time sharing business they are coming into. So the elevation has happened. In terms of agriculture, people have been doing agriculture for a lot more days, lot more years. But now they have come here as an employees to the IT, to the various parts of manufacturing. IT, diploma, they are doing engineering, MBA, people have been doing, they are elevating themselves and enriching their skills, and then now they are here. The second part, so the semi-skilled and unskilled have been transferred in this way. But what about the skill? The 9 skilled laborers have become the CEOs of the globe. You take Satya Nadella has become the Microsoft CEO. You take Sundar Pichai from Chennai has been the CEO of Alphabet and Google, the parent company of Google, Alphabet, he's been the CEO. So you take any company in the globe, people are from here have been moved to a very greater extent as an employee, not an entrepreneur. So the context is very simple. The super skilled employees have been looking for the different forward thinking countries like America, UK, Europe, and all those areas they are going. So the low skilled employees have alerted themselves, but there is a huge gap in the lower level of unskilled and semi-skilled employees. That is where we are going to discuss. So we have found two challenges here. The challenge number one is this unskilled and semi-skilled native workforce is becoming costlier resource. How can we bridge the gap? That is the challenge number one. And challenge number two is native skilled workforce from Tamil Nadu moving to other parts of the globe, creating a knowledge gap. Are we missing the quality human resources in the Tamil Nadu? The knowledgeable resources, are we missing those resources? Yes, this is what the topic is today. So this is what we are going to discuss and we are going to take it out. So rest I will give it to David Netto and he'll be briefing it on these two topics. I also like to mention about this one topic. This is what I have discussed with David Netto also. I've been telling him. See, before 2000, a lot of brands has been born from Tamil Nadu. You take TVS has become a global brand. You take Dinatandi. You take HCL. Though the founders from Tamil Nadu, he started the company in Mumbai, but still he is from Tamil Nadu basically. You take Archie Masala. You take any big brands have been born before 2000. But what happened after 1981 of globalization? Yes, we've got global players coming into India as we are happening, a lot of things are happening. Yes, but are we failing to create an entrepreneur and are we enrichment to create the best employees of the world? What is the gap? I guess David Netto, it's your time, you can able to take it, and the business relations here. I'm happy to assist you in the simulations, and if you can comfortably and have a talk, or you can have the guys for this. Yeah. Please, you can talk, yeah, please. The stage is yours.
Hi everyone, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Thanks for the energy. So this is an interactive session, okay, and as a big introduction was there, my name is David. I come with 10 years of experience into technology recruitment. Even I was one among that crowd who was sitting with you all at one point of time, but now I'm here addressing students, educating them to an extent through my experience, and hope your new year started with a good note. If not, there is still more months. A huge change can happen, okay, and it all depends on you. So I was happy to be invited for this case study to the college, thanks to Babu and also the principal of this institute. So it's a very interesting topic to see the threats and opportunities what we have in Tamil Nadu and also in India, I would say. It's just a vice versa. So to set a context and to give you an answer, why there's a skill gap. See, it's all about our thinking what we want to do. See, in today's world, do you see a tailorman's son becoming a tailor? No. It's kind of a prestige issue, which you could say, or a status. Even a person, today, a mechanic is an expert now. Trust me, even before matrimonial, people used to have brokers, right? We used to go like door to doors, this, that, and give the photos and everything. But today, they've become like experts. If you see a photo shop, there's a showroom where you have photography. At the side, you have TamilNadu. It's kind of a business idea which they have. So, but when you see in the unskilled and the semi-skilled category, no one wants to come into the next generation. Everyone wants to see the other side of life. If we don't have, farmers and agriculture, where would we go for food? That's the base, right? Even if you have money, but there's something called as basic rules. Agree, sir? So, these things are within us actually. So we are not like paving the way. As you said, entrepreneurship is becoming little less, or there is less education towards it. Now when you see Ola, everyone knows Ola, right? And I think so, there is more percentage of women workers in Ola. And the percentage of women workers are from the low-lying family. They are not educated, but they are trained to work in a top-class company. Maybe Ola has ups and downs when it was introduced, but now if you see, he is still sustaining in the market. They are giving job opportunities for people who from the first generation. So these are few examples which I can relate to the skilled, semi-skilled actually. And even today, when you see North Indian people, I'm sure I'm not giving a bias here, even if there's North Indian people here. Because what I could see relatively is they don't have ego. For example, Pani Puri guy, his earning is like 500 to 1500 per day. Okay? For him, he has a market strategy. He has to sell that Pani Puri. What's happening this side, that side doesn't matter for him. For him is that Kana at the end of the day, I should sell this whole Pani Puri, that's it. But if you see on the other side, our people want to grow up in life. Tamil audience, what I'm saying, okay? They have an attitude issue saying like, okay, I should be like this, I should be like that. But they're forgetting their roots. The tailorman's son says, I don't want to be a tailor, but he can be a designer. Today, everything is customized. If you want a suiting, he is a tailor, he is a designer, and he can open his own showroom. He can bring his references, his friends. See, even photography. Today, there are studios of photography. If you want to take candid pictures, wedding photography, food photography, everything. This is all skill category. But there are still unskilled people who loves this as a passion. Why are we not giving them an opportunity? This is what I see. The corporate world has jobs, but there are so many people who have completed their diplomas, 12th standard. Why are they not getting these opportunities? So it is us to provide this and to educate them more. Though we have a lot of skill gap in our society, as I said. You want to add anything?
This is where I like to add a point here, because as far as we have been discussing as a pre-discussion before this event, the students has a different concern actually. Whenever a student is doing an MBA, I'm seeing it as a different point, right? Because are we all trying to take up a job, but are we all not prepared to take up a business?
What I could say is, prepared to business, one is the confidence, or some people think, oh, is it a big task whether I'll fail or not. But what I could say is, everything started with a failure only. Everything started with case studies. For example, okay, leave the Tata at the background, the Tatas, right? They brought out Nano, right? For some, it was essential. For some, it was beneficial. For some, it was like status, low-end status. But yet, for some, it was, okay, I do have a car within 1 lakh. But though it was missing for a certain number of years, but yet Tata is going to bring out the new version of Nano in the upcoming years. So, what I could say is, break the bias of fear. If you want to do a business, you need not have a very big capital. You can start out with a small capital. It all depends on you. And today, you have ample of resources of doing these case studies to open a business. And even anyone knows the OPay? Yeah, it's a payment gateway, right? So he is from TamilNadu. If he had to think, why should I compete with Paytm or the Google Pay? But now he is coming up actually. He is known now. Slowly, it all takes ample amount of time. If he had to be just like a day job going 9 to 5, his visions would have gone. He had a vision, he worked towards it. He had the right set of audience and the right people during the idea generation stage. So these are all small examples which you can take. And trust me, you're all future managers in your own way. Even in this group, some can be an entrepreneur, some can be a manager, and some can create a new thing for your friends and references. I'm sure this example will really be good for understanding.
So yes, we'll start the simulation one, that is the opportunities and threats in migration of unskilled workers to Tamil Nadu and skilled workers from Tamil Nadu to other parts of the globe. So I'll break it into two question sections. So what are the opportunities and threats in migration of other state laborers to Tamil Nadu? First we'll start with this question.
Okay. So what I see as a threat is our jobs will become like lost if they are going to come and take our jobs. Because our people want to go to Dubai, want to go to the other states of the city, seeing that, okay, they are giving a good salary and everything. Even here also you can create opportunities. As I said, right, it's not the name of entrepreneurship, it's taking that next step of providing jobs to people. And see, we are going to invite threat or we are going to invite opportunity. If we invite opportunity, I'm sure Chennai or the other parts of Tamil Nadu will really grow. We are giving the space to them. See, even in Kerala, I don't think so. Most other people are there in Kerala. But if you compare Bangalore and Chennai, the range is totally different. Bangalore, every nook and corner, you have different types of people there. Why? Because they are inviting the change. There is no Kannadika in Bangalore, not so much. They are all gone to inner parts of Bangalore, like Mandya and all the other states. Even in Chennai, that is changing. But why? We are giving that opportunity. But if you see in the 90s and the mid 2000s, there was not so much. But now, what I'm saying is, though we have such a lot of development, why are we going? Where is that gap? We are giving that gap. If we don't give that gap, why would other people take the economy in a different way?
So maybe we'll put it with our discussions to the students as well. You can open up with your thought process and you can come up with your questions.
Yes, feel free.
Yeah, so the first question is about unskilled laborers. How are they putting themselves? The threats and opportunities of unskilled laborers coming from various parts of the country to Tamil Nadu. What are the threats and opportunities? How do you see this? Maybe you can open up and summing up will be done by David.
Guys, feel free, whether it's a question, maybe it may be right, wrong, or anything it may be, ask what you like to ask, and at least many would understand actually from the topic. Okay, let it be simple, not complicated. Okay, all I want everyone to understand, that's it. Okay, it's just an interactive session. Hope I'm making you comfortable. Okay, don't think I'm a professor or something like that. Okay, feel free.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi sir, very good afternoon. Thank you, Bharat. So, my question is, so as it's said, there was opportunities and threats. What we are seeing migration of other people to other state people to our state. But why don't we see that as an opportunity? Because we are getting an labor. We are getting an labors in a very less cost. So we could build up an very much successful business in Tamil Nadu with those labels, because it's a cost efficient way of running a business. So why we see that as a threat?
Okay, we are not seeing that as a threat actually, because if we had to see that in the threat, I don't think so most North Indians will be in Bangalore. Let it be even in Chennai also, we don't see that as a threat. But what we are, we don't say we are suffering actually, but we say like, why our guys are not doing that job? That's the matter what we are coming to actually. So, though there are opportunities, our people think that only when we work in global or we work in other parts of India, there's money and there's opportunities. No. Even in Chennai, there is still development and we are always a developing state. And we never see that as a threat, we always see that as an opportunity. And today, as you said, now people who have completed their 8th, 10th or their 12th grade, before that they didn't know what to do, but now we have Swiggy, Zomato, people started working, so we see that as an opportunity. But people have to branch out more is my understanding actually, so that is what I wanted to convey. So we never see that as a threat. Maybe the wages are different in Tamil Nadu compared to the other states, but people from North India are ready to come and work here actually. Maybe the wages should be changed in our city so that we don't lose our Tamil Nadu people to go somewhere and work. So this is the actual thing I could throw as an answer.
The question is another side, but I see it as political, but I like to give a different answer for this.
There's no bias.
Completely, I agree a lot with David, but what I like to add up is, Khalil Muhammad was telling this about Yavrum Mure, Yavrum Kelil, before 2000 years has been mentioning about the same thing. If you, what David Netto was saying is, I guess, I'm just adding a point to it. What David Netto was saying is exactly, if somebody is going from Tamil Nadu to Dubai, he sees it as an opportunity. But when you see, when somebody comes out of Tamil Nadu to come to Chennai or to Tamil Nadu, you see it as a threat. So how is this equation? You go to a different part of the world and you earn, you make money, you do business or you do an employment, you take somebody else's opportunity also. But when somebody else is coming to your place, you should also be feeling okay. You should not feel there's a threat because you are elevating from one point to other point. So your place is actually a wake up, right? You are moving into a better place. That is point number one. Point number two is always you should see it in this way. What are the opportunities where you can be in that place? See, going to other parts of the country is not happening today or the last 20 years of time. It's happening the last 2000 years of time. We have been very proud to say that we have got business communications with the Greeks, Athens, Rome, and all those places. The Pandyas have been having business communications with the Rome. I guess that trade equations are now also working, but that was a trade equation. Now this is an employment equation. So how do you see this? If you want to do business, yes, I'm okay with it. But as far as you are also thinking yourself to get an employed in a different country, how do you see now? This is a better opportunity. Opportunity, correct, no? Same way, when you go from Chennai to Dubai or to a different country, it's an opportunity. Same way for a different person who comes from a different part of the country to Tamil Nadu, it's also a different opportunity for him, no? Let him also come and grow. What's wrong in it? Very good question. Yes, this is valuable point. Yes. Very good. Bharat, any other points you'd like to add? Yes, please.
Hello sir, hi, good afternoon. Mr. Ranjit Kumar sir has mentioned a statement, but there's a bit of something bigger inside me about it. I just want to ask the same question where he gave the statement where I see it as an opportunity as well as a threat, because when he said that we are going to Dubai or we are going to Canada or we are going to US, we are getting an opportunity of an employment. We are getting paid, obviously. But at the same time, we are not, getting the full benefits of the country, of the nation, of where we are working. But when it is in Tamil Nadu, where a friend from Mumbai is coming into Tamil Nadu, it's like a government Indian statement. I am a nationalist, but still I'm saying this. When he coming into Tamil Nadu, he's getting every possible benefits, and in the case of US, he's obviously sending the money into our economy. The forex markets are growing. It's a very happy thing. When it comes to inside India, it's a bit of a different statement where he's sending the money back to his home city, where he's getting all the benefits from the state where he works, but there's no benefits here. The place where he's working. Obviously, he's getting paid from the employer in Tamil Nadu, but there's no more of an benefits coming back to Tamil Nadu. That's what I feel. I just want your perspective because I'm giving my perspective.
So I guess he's also having his point. Maybe we'll add Manoj to add his point.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm on.
As per the report, India gross remittance touched all-time high, like $107.5 billion during 2022, sir. Quoted by RBI Governor Satyakanta Das. My father is working in Dubai. Few of his friends actually don't come back to the Tamil Nadu. They all want to settle in Dubai itself, sir. My question is, won't this affect India ports?
Okay.
All the questions are similar, but we'll guess they will.
Sure. Even my dad was 26 years in the Gulf. He was in Saudi, he was in the oil field, but whatever it is, nothing comes like India. For example, see, when you come into India, people, when they come to India, it's easy to get a doctor's appointment, it's easy to live here. Though you pay taxes, you never pay taxes so much like you pay in Canada and US. Okay? And in order to get a doctor's appointment, you have to wait for a long time in Canada to wait. I don't know how many people know. And you know one thing, I'll give you a prime example. My name is David Netto, I'm an Anglo-Indian, okay? And we have something called as an ancestral visa in the UK because our ancestors are Britishers. But you know what the UK government is doing currently for Anglo-Indians? Have you known about the Anglo-Indian community? They were before here in Chennai, Bombay, all the other parts of India. But now you do not see Anglos. 80% have migrated to UK. Why? Because UK has employed them. They need just laborers. But our people do not know that. They said, okay, UK, they want to live a life. They have to pay for water, they have to pay for all extra taxes. Now in a shopping mall, you have that trolley, right? You'll have to pay like 1 or 2 pounds for that, or maybe more than that. In India, do you do that? There's a cultural difference what we have here and what they have there. When you see facilities, we have all the facilities here. We think our tax is bigger, but when you go there, it is nothing. Here, you can build a house, you can buy things, you can still live a good life. Now, where I was, I am here today. Where you are here, in some part of the world, you can be a bigger person. So that's what I'm saying is, it's all about our thinking, how we see the society. Even it's not about what you study now, what you do in the future, right? Because India has a lot of resources which is free, but we don't tend to utilize those resources is what I'm saying. We all, same Sundar Pichai, he can be in Chennai, right? He's in US. Right? That's his kind of vision of whatever it is. But why we should follow somebody like that? Maybe it's a role model. Did Abdul Kalam go to US and settle? No, right? Tata, Ambani's. Though Ambani is earning millions and millions, that's secondary. But still, he has given jobs to many people, right? Even if you sell a SIM card from Reliance, his family is also living, right? He's getting 15,000 or whatever it is. He will still grow. So what I'm coming to say is, we do have resources. As I said, even my father told me like, life is not here. You need to be in Saudi, you need to be in Dubai, you have to earn the dirhams, then only you can buy a flat. I said, no, I'll be here. There is ample of resources here. And there's another thing, even in colleges also, people always want to go to the #1 college. Even still #1 colleges are finding hard for placements. Say 200 people are in a batch. Not all 200 are going to be placed in Google. True,
small roots from a small college. It was very hard for me to come up, but I improved myself. I had a vision. No, I want to be living from the crowd. Let it be anything. It all depends on you. I love the word success because the second alphabet, it's you. Whether you want to grow, whether you want to become big, it is your growth, it is your growth journey, your vision, your dedication. It's all big. Even I could have done my masters in US paying around 18 to 20 lakhs or something like that. Why I want to do it here? That's the difference. Yeah.
So, wonderful answer, David, and thank you so much for adding points to what he has said. Last time when Shaktikant Das was reporting, the RBI government was reporting, it was 107.5 billion US dollars. That was the intake being coming into the India in terms of only the salary contribution to foreign exchange. In 2022, it is exactly, which is the World Bank has predicted 7.5 billion less than, because we have exceeded the amount. That was the earning from the other countries to India. Yes, we are making a huge share of foreign exchange towards the India. That's making a huge revenue to the country. But again, I see it as a different point. You can buy a property in Dubai, but in other countries, I think we can't able to buy a property in Dubai. So, but I see a lot of culture, as I say, a lot of cultural differences. Whenever somebody is going to US, he sees a better quality of life and all those things. As he said, there is also a few people like Sundar Pichai is having a different vision to stay him back in US. But I wanted those people to come back to India, not only in terms of revenue, but I see there is a knowledge gap. When Sundar Pichai is being the CEO, maybe earning some hundreds of thousands of crores as part of salary, but if he's going to start a company and putting himself in here in Chennai or in India, I guess this is going to be a major breakthrough in Indian market, I believe. I'd like to add up a point here, and how many of you know this company called Titan? Titan, owned by Tata. Everybody knows this company, Titan. Okay, who owns this company?
Tata.
Okay, where this company would have got started? Titan.
Also,
This particular company's Titan's full form is Tata Industries in Tamil Nadu. What is this Tamil Nadu coming in Titan? Yes, this is a joint venture between Tata and Tamil Nadu. Titan is not formed by Tata, it is a joint venture between Tamil Nadu government and Tata Group. You know what is the stake of Tamil Nadu government in Titan? It is more than Tata's. Tamil Nadu government is owning 28.7% of stake in Titan. That is, they prepare the skin, Fast Track, Sonata, all the brands is being owned by them. I'd like to add a few points about this. Titan is the world's 5th largest company in the world in the watchmaking company, and India's 1st largest watchmaking company. That has been the major stakeholders of the Tamil Nadu government. 2 IS officers have been appointed in the Tamil Nadu government, and Titan has been managed by IS officers of Tamil Nadu. And one more fact I'd like to say, the worth of Titan is 60,000 crores as of now. Only Tamil Nadu government's stake value is 60,000 crores, and you can imagine what would be the global valuation of this particular thing. And recently they have acquired a Swiss watch brand. It was the 8th largest company, and they have acquired and they have been taken. And Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is having a big stake in Titan. Now you can able to believe what is the power of investment. I'd like to compare these 2 points here. Why is like this? When a company is being started here, when a company is being started here in Tamil Nadu, that is the power which you can able to get. Or in India, when you do an investment, it grows to multiplex. When Tamil Nadu government can able to do a joint venture, I was even mentioning to David before a few times that Kerala government has come out with a beautiful initiative. They have come out with a beautiful OTT up from the government side. When you have Amazon Prime and Netflix to compete the global standards, I guess it was 4 cycle or something, the Kerala government has started with an OTT platform. This is one of the best initiatives a government can able to do. When government can able to think of doing a business on a profit basis, why can't the students not able to think? I guess you have to answer this unskilled and semi-skilled, what about the skill level force? Yes, over to you people. Yes, you can able to ask the next question. You can throw your thought processes. Yes. Hey, comfortably sit and answer. No problem. Yeah, go ahead.
Come again.
Manpower cost.
Yeah, sure.
So when it comes to our country, like the manpower cost is really low. So when it comes to other country, it is really very high. So for example, when it comes to the farming sector, so the people are using drone to crop plant, and they are using crop plantation for the they are using drone for it. So are we going towards the self-sustainability or about technology driven? So what is your point on it, sir?
See, okay, technology driven is a must actually in today's world, but are we really educated to use that technology? That matters a lot actually. As I said, right, we can't leave agriculture just like that. For example, when I went for a talk show in one of the universities, it's called Kalasalingam Universities, they have a separate degree for agriculture, and we see young aspirants doing that degree actually. So when we have so many mediums in social media, why not promote these kind of things so that the agriculture will be the main part, especially in a cultural state like TamilNadu. When you say our wages are very low, it depends on the cost of living and the cost of the city. Let it compare Bangalore or Chennai or Hyderabad. Even when you say manpower cost, it's not only for the low level workers, it's also for us graduates. See, it's easy to bring a candidate from Hyderabad to Chennai, but I can never bring a candidate from Bangalore to Chennai. So, wages are for every skill, every labor. It differs. But the only thing is how you can scale up. It's not only being in one form. You need to scale up. If I'm going to be stagnant in one, and if I don't equip myself, we may not go to the next level. As you said, no, where will technology help us? It will minimize the time, it will bring in more advancements. But what we should do, we should try to scale up. Why are you getting low? Why are you still being paid 1,000 rupees? Because you don't want to work more hours, you don't want to split, or you don't want to learn a different craft. Right? See, when you say skill, now I'll talk about electricians. Before it was only radio sets, before it was only TV, the big TVs, right? Okay, the CRT monitors. But now everything is LED, OLED and everything. But they are not learning it. The old electricians are gone. But now they are trying to come to the new versions. Say mobile phones. Everything was different at that point of time. It was keypad. Now we have smart gadgets. But people are just coming. When you say EV is another thing. Now mechanics are getting afraid it's a threat. Oh my god, I'm not going to repair an EV. But if they learn it, they're going to be expertise in that. And from wages, there's going to be a big change also. Right? So it all depends on us how we welcome it. Trust me, I do have an EV vehicle. The mechanic which I go to, where I had the same manual two-wheeler, he didn't want to fill air in my bike just because I bought an EV. That's how they are seeing it. But why? Even you can treat EV as an opportunity for you to know. It all depends on us, the way we see it, right? And today I'm an HR, okay. But in future, if you say I'm an HR with a Power BI certification, I'm an HR with a SAP course, that adds value. You can never be stagnant in one role because we are going to advance, we are not going to go back, right? So it depends how we nurture, how we educate, and this is the time to do it. And India is going to grow to the next level. At least, worse come worse, by 2047. And with a lot of advancements in the EV world and the other IT world, definitely we will provide jobs to the world. Why Zoho products are doing well here? It's an Indian company. Even ADP is a global provider of payroll, but still we are providing opportunities to many people. We do have many foreigners working in Bangalore. We are giving them opportunities. Even for studies, we are really good in education. Let it be Chennai or the other parts of the city or the states. We do have ample of resources. It's our mindset. It's how we see India. And we should be proud of India. If we don't be proud of India, who will be? Right? And you all come to this stage, you are proud of yourself, right? It takes a big leap. How many people have this education? Right? Maybe you would have studied in the same school, middle class, upper class, everything would be in the same school. But to come to a college level, there's a difference, right, in fee structure, in ranking and everything. But yet, you are still superstars. You'll still do well. It's how you see it. Not everybody should be in LIBA or any other college. Still, ISSM can do well. Thank you.
So I'd like to say it was wonderful answer. Anybody has a different thought process on it, and you guys can add up to the simulation. Yeah, so we've got questions at the back.
What do you think about minimum wages are costly in Tamil Nadu, sir? Like for example, the plumbers or other states, they're coming for minimum wages, but Tamil Nadu laborers are getting costly in TN Tamil Nadu.
Okay, I guess I answered this question actually. So it depends on us how we want to see it. See, the other persons are just coming for their living, but we want to see the other side of living. We want to grow in everything. But I don't think so that is really wrong. But what our people should do is, they should learn a different craft and to grow up in the same thing. As I said, right, a tailor man can never be only a tailor man. He has to be a designer in future. And even his son can become that. But it all depends on us. See, even my dad is an electrician. He wanted to be somewhere in a skilled labor for me. But I wanted to do something bigger actually. But it all depends. And I didn't study in a big college. I also studied from a small group. So it all depends on us how we take it actually. And if you don't have ego, definitely you will rise more actually. As I said, right, Pani Puri guy, he just knows only to sell Pani Puri. But if you see our guy, he will just look at the time. 5 hours I have to work. I have to have these breaks. I am going. Right? That's what I'm saying, right? We are paving the way. But why not pave the way for our own selves? Right?
Technically speaking, like a point then you can maybe like the other question for who has been asking. Statutory complaints has been a costly affair. I guess as far as India has been concerned, we have been having labor laws from 1926 if I'm not wrong. After that, various transmissions have been happening, PF, ESA and all those things are happening. As far as statutory complaints has been happened, it's for the betterment of the employees. Whenever you think from a labor perspective, you ask more from management. But as far as when you become a management, when you become an entrepreneur, you see this PF and ESA is an overhead cost. You ask, why do you put ESIC? If somebody is having a ceiling amount less than 20,000 rupees, you are entitled to pay ESIC. But if something is happening inside the premises of a factory or anything, then the particular company may not have a bigger responsibility and the ESIC will take care of huge things. I guess you can answer better things about ESIC, what are the benefits of taking care about employees.
Maybe the concept is different to me, maybe you can add on, sir.
Completely. But it does a lot of things. If somebody is having a temporary disablement or a permanent disablement, the ESIC will give a lot of ailments to the employee for long term. It has some pension scheme also it has. There's a lot of things for an employee. If somebody couldn't able to come to office due to some ailment, they can able to get the minimum basic pay, they can able to get some benefits. It does a lot of things, especially in terms of manufacturing. Yes, it's true. But nowadays, as part of the CTC, cost to the company, companies are coming out with the medical in terms of coming with the entire family to a medical cover. 10 lakhs.
There's a difference in insurance actually. We are trying to give more benefits in terms of insurance, covering the whole family actually. Let it be any maternity benefits or any insurance towards them. Because more than the job security actually, there's a family behind us, right? So we are trying to give max. Even retaining people, we give a retention bonus in order to retain the people. See, more than social life, internal well-being is more important to us. That is what we always stay on hybrid models. We give them to choose the days of work because it's not easy, right? Working in today's world. And trust me guys, COVID has changed the landscape. Meaning, we still gave results, we still did achievements, we can work anywhere. It's not only about working anywhere, it's about studying anywhere also. It's on the go actually. So that's what I wanted to add here as a point. Okay.
So maybe also you can add up with few employee retention policies or whatever you have done through ADP that might amaze us?
See, and in ADP is what I was telling sir like few minutes back. During 2019, okay, you can sit on please, no problem. Yeah. So in 2019, where the world was shaking with jobs and opportunities, losses of jobs, layoff and everything, ADP didn't lay off one single person from the company. So, and I take pride in this, in saying why, because every person counts. And this is my 15th college in 10 months in ADP talking. And I go to all the cities, not only about Chennai, I go to Madurai, Kochi, and thanks to all the college people and the coordinators who have invited me like Babu actually. Because I'm not only looking at students from Chennai, I'm looking at the rural part. From a Madurai college, from a Kochi college. Even they also have visions, they have opportunities, they have families. Maybe some will be tech skilled, but they do not know how to communicate. No problem. We need to break the bias. Now suppose if your friend doesn't talk, who's aside of you, will you leave him? No, right? You will say, hey, no problem. This is not the end. We still have a long journey. As I said, right, I was there. You will be here in the podium one fine day. It's all about breaking the bias. Don't feel shy. And another main thing what I wanted to say is, learn to say no if you don't know it. Don't cover up yourselves. Don't show that I know everything and go get stuff. Okay? And you should thank your professors today because they also come with advancements. The transformation they give from them to you. They are also learning. They are also equipping. Gone are the days of classroom training and chalk and code. Still it is there. But everything wants virtual learning, virtual things. And I was happy to be a part of this technology called AR and VR. How many of you know AR and VR? Yes, great. It is a booming technology in India. Still we are venturing into it. Even if you go to Amazon or Flipkart, you can still use that. I was way back hiring for this technology, especially in India. And what I could see is the advancements what India is doing. And trust me guys, everyone are unique. In today's world, the HR wants to see personality. It's not about the degree in your resume. It's the extra skill. Skill can be good communication, good decision maker, critical thinking, team handling, team collaboration. Okay? These are the few skills which I can relate to. Because I think so, this is very, very important for each and every candidate. You may be a good person in communication. Maybe the team member will like you. You will do a lot of projects. You will train people. So an HR looks more on personality. Marks is okay. You need to be agile today. That is very, very important. Be adaptive. Learn from your failures. It's not more gyan, it's about few reality points actually. Even I didn't like gyan in 2014 to 2015 when I was an MBA. But I came up the hard life actually. And at that point of time, there were very less placements as I was telling sir. Not to name my college in this forum, but I had very less companies coming for an intake actually. I could say 2 to 3 companies. But I could say, see, 50 to 100 companies in the prospectus. But today, when you have your principal and someone like Babu who's reaching the HRs directly, seriously, you have a blessing there itself. So, I really thank the professors actually because they are one part in their journey. Even the last college when I went last week, I went to Loyola and a college called Avachi. The person who invited me also invited her student who was an alumni but now was a head HR. She was just boasting about him, but with good pride. My student is a HR head. He's an alumni and everything. So you should also be one of them. And definitely you will be. And try to support your friends in any way. We have social media, right? We can do the best with it. It's for the good and for the bad. And people today, they are YouTubers. Many young aspirants are YouTubers. They have become influencers. Even we can do so in some way. And trust me, you are all managers in your own way. Never be shy. Be a self-motivator. And you're going to do the job. Nobody is going to help you. You will have assistance. 100% assistance. But you need to decide and take up the decision today. If somebody wants to follow you, you should lead by example. Very short, very simple.
So it was really wonderful hearing. And yes, this simulation, yes, you've got questions. We are running out of time. Quick.
Hello, sir. When we see larger incorporations like Google, Twitter, and YouTube and Microsoft, most of the CEOs are coming from India. While giving the brief, Ranjit sir also mentioned that Sundar Pichai, and you also mentioned the revenue generated by Sundar Pichai in Google. So, instead of exporting products and service, India has been a larger exporter of talents to foreign countries. So what would be the best practice or initiatives to bring them back to India and develop the infrastructure and other business operations in
He's
India?
asking about the ambience of creating an entrepreneur.
What I could say is people are really coming to India in a few years more. Why? Because we are already in a developing stage actually. And another thing is you can save money here, not there. They still want to look the whites as white. They will never look at an Indian as a white. See, in Dubai, most of our Indian people from different parts of the cities are treated still as laborers. You see, when they go from here, they will go very happy. And only when they come, they will be very, very sad. Why? Because our roots should not be forgotten. Right? And as I said, in Dubai, more than 55 years or 60 years, you can never take your parents there. They are not eligible for a visa. My own cousin, he can't take his parents because they are above 60. But in India, do we have all those norms and clauses? No. And we have everything now, see, from the metro. Even yesterday, Kolkata released the underwater metro.
Yes.
From Modi. That is also a welcoming gesture. We still have abilities to still grow up. We need not see US and UK. Why education is number one? Medicines is number one in India. Let it be Ayurveda or whatever it is. Spices, it is India. It is not the world. Our basics are very, very strong.
So I'd like to ask a written question to the students community that what is the thing which is stopping you towards not becoming an entrepreneur? What are the things, factors? Yes, one by one you can quickly answer it. Yes. Maybe the mic will be here, you can step out and then you can come and answer. What are the things which are stopping you towards becoming an entrepreneur? What is the climate or the ambience?
So basically we need a consistent flow of money in our life to maintain our lifestyle. So we have many commitments like marriage and house loans. There are a lot of commitments which are very huge. So if we are starting an entrepreneurship, we have to pay our loans and debts. Once our family is there, we have to maintain them also. So this is the thing which is stopping majority of the middle class families to get into entrepreneurship.
Okay. I think so. Everyone knows Chai Kings, right? Now they are a brand. It's just chai. Do you think you need a lot of investment in that?
But still there's a kind of risk-taking factor. So what if it's getting to loss?
Start with small beginnings, but do a lot of research actually. Okay, you are talking to an entrepreneur because 4 years back, even I had a small cafe in one of the call centers in Ambattur, Chennai. Why? Because I researched a little bit, did a case study, what is the breakup cost, what is the threats that comes, and where I would lose out majorly. I did small things and I opened a small cafe. But only thing, what I failed is how to branch out by having a regular job. You can't multitask, right? But where I failed was multitasking. You cannot multitask in an entrepreneurship. When you're an entrepreneur, you need to be an entrepreneur. You cannot be a manager and you cannot manage. Your vision is different. Entrepreneurship, one goal.
As you mentioned about spices, I just want to add a point. Like India's major sector in India is agriculture. So most of the unskilled employees are there. What do you think? Like they can start their own company in agriculture in a profitable way. In Indian, most of the agriculture, the people who are dependent on agriculture are not much profitable in recent days.
Again, manpower.
Yeah, manpower.
Again, there is a manpower problem in agriculture. So yes, maybe after you, I'll answer this question.
Okay, as I said, right, manpower is very less because we are not giving the way for it actually. So that is what I'm saying. See, even a photographer's son doesn't want to be a photographer, but he can do wonders in it. When it comes to agriculture, a lot of technologies are there to improve agriculture, right? Why go so far? The Shakti Masala, what we have here, when it is exported in different quality. Who's giving the way? We can still branch out in many ways. That is what I'm saying, right? A bus driver should not be always a bus driver. He can become a bigger guy. That is what I'm saying actually. This is what I've seen in reality. Because even that also is a source of earning. That also is a main source for us. That's, as I said, right, without agriculture we don't have anything. We can't eat stones and sand, right? We need to have food. At the same time, a lot of technology advancements are there. That's how we go about it actually. That's what I could say. Yeah.
So I'd like to add a point here. David was already given this answer, I believe. He was asking a question that a tailor's son should, there's not a mandate to become a tailor again. So there is an agriculture who is a farmer. There is no protocol for his son to become a farmer. Correct? Now he can become a computer science engineer, but who will take care of the land and who will produce this question? But agriculture in India has been seen as an unprofitable business and a passionate business in India. Non-profitable business. But as far as business is being concerned, when you put one grain, it is giving you some 30 or 40 grains, which is highly profitable business. As far as business is being concerned. I would like to give an example like Israel. Take like a country like Israel. They are the one to come out with the drip irrigation, so to need pasana. With less water, they are doing irrigation. They are using drones to pick out the insects. They are using the drone to pick the waste plants inside the drone plants, and they are taking out all these things. Pesticides, they are using drones. In America, they are using flights to throw the pesticides and other things. That is a volume of thing. And people are using technology-driven things. They are testing the soil to understand what is the forecast of the rain, what is the best option to put it in this climate, and what could be the demand. Even Indian, there are a lot of websites have been available given by the TamilNadu and the Indian government to tell them what to be produced in this particular month, what not to be produced in this particular month. One. Second, what to be sown as a seed in this particular soil, what is it good at, what is it bad at. So people have to get introduced to the technology to name it. This is one part. The other part is, I guess the farmers also being treated as an unskilled or semi-skilled, but they have never become as a branded partners. Are you seeing any farmer coming in with their own product? They give it to a middle person, the middle person makes the middle. For example, my father was a police officer, now he is doing his agriculture. Whenever he is tend to do agriculture, what happens is, he produces the, take lemon or something. 1 kg of lemon hardly comes with, if it is a season, they'll go up to 60 to 70 rupees, 1 kg. If it is a non-season, they'll go to 10 to 20 rupees. What is the cost of 1 lemon in Chennai? 5 rupees. 1 kg of lemon is 20 to 60 rupees. Now compare the cost. Solid 20 to 30 lemons will be there for 1 kg. 5 into 30, you take it, which is about 150 rupees. 2 to 3 days of the profit, the middleman takes it. And it comes to retail. Are we tend to make the same lemon into a juice to sell it to a pharma company or to a juice making company? No, we are not making it. Are we making the raw lemon to a pickle company? Are we selling it? No, we are not making a pickle company. So we are not making value additions to the products. That is where we are lacking too much. We are not competing ourselves with a brand. We are not making ourselves as a brand. I guess agriculture is still a non-profitable business in India because that does not change themselves. They are not evolve themselves as a brand. That's what I believe. They want to become IT. They want to job. Yes, self-sustainable development. All these topics we can have to speak. Unless until we don't join the technology, we can't able to do it. That's what I believe. Correct? Am I answering the question? Yes. Any more questions from the yes? We got a couple of more questions. Last three questions. Last three thought processes.
As Ranjit sir said, what's stopping to become an entrepreneur?
Yes.
As most of us from middle class or upper middle class family, most of us will have loans or repay costs, or we will have a family situation where because job seekers mindset. Because so many of them have been over job seekers mindset, and because society present of risk taking ability. For example, if we start the entrepreneurship, I pay with the first.
I can able to understand your question where you are coming to. Before even I give this mic to David, I'd like to ask one more question to you.
Yes, sir.
Which is the comfort zone for you? Either getting a salary on first day of the month, or to put your mind 24/7 into your business to make your own money.
That's what I
asked. Which is the comfort zone?
Manager or entrepreneur? What do you want to become?
I want to become a job seeker.
You want to become a
job seeker.
As I said, as a family person, we want to get salary on first month. That's a risk taking ability. So we have to consider to become an entrepreneur.
So how do you get a job basically? What are the things do? You train yourself? You train on communication, skills, you do a lot of planning, executions, you train yourself. Have you taken any steps to become an entrepreneur? Have you tried ever?
I discussed with my family once upon a time, but they said, because of the family situation, you can't enter the entrepreneurship, so you can go do an MBA and you can
get a job,
and
get
then
a nice girl, get married.
No, sir.
No, yes, you will get all sure.
After doing MBA, you get a job, and within doing the job, after that savings, you can enter into entrepreneurship by having minimum risk.
As far as things are being concerned, I've seen as an Indian citizen community, when you get 10,000 rupees of salary, you may get additional 2,000 rupees of loan, and you will spend 12,000 rupees. And you will never save and you will invest or you will never become an entrepreneur. That's what my understanding is. David, we can able to answer.
Definitely you will become a manager only, buddy, because once you start going into a job, you will never have time. People will start pounding you with a lot of jobs and a lot of responsibilities. And you'll be waiting when Saturday and Sunday will come. And that Saturday, Sunday will just go like that. Because I'm going through it, I know it actually. But if you're an entrepreneur, you will really have a good vision and you will never move off that goal, right? And once you finish your MBA and you go for a job, your entrepreneurship journey will be just like that. It all starts with the start date and a goal, short-term goal and long-term.
So yes, David, I would like to also ask a question. This word calculative risk, I see this is the biggest threat for an Indian middle class student not to think about entrepreneurship. Since you are an entrepreneur, I guess you can also have a answer.
See, yes, I would say it is a calculative risk. Now see, when I had a full-time job during COVID, I wanted to try something to have a cafe. Because everybody has chai, coffee, not in their house, they always go to the tea shop, right? They always like that. But it is the risk what you can have within your earnings or whatever it is. You can take a loan, but the risk is high.
Risk is high.
Risk is high. Definitely it is high.
That's what I asked.
But if you want to have one goal and one business, I think so definitely you would do wonders there. Like as I said, right, Chai Kings only concentrated on Chai Kings. Now we have wheat chai, we have chai wala, lot of things are there. Okay? But his only concentration was one. He is an entrepreneur.
There's the first person who started a branded tea company as the effort.
It's Chai King.
After many people have started it. That's what they will say.
Example. That's the what is it? That is the prime example what I could give you. But if you want to choose a job and then entrepreneurship, I don't think so. You can't serve two masters. You have to have only one goal. Maybe you can be an entrepreneur after an MBA. You can create jobs for many aspirants. This is what you could do. And it all depends on your earnings. Nobody's telling you don't take a loan, but you should have a calculative thought process through that loan. What you're going to do. As I said, right, I failed, and I can proudly say, because it's not about the calculative risk I took. I was not able to serve two masters. If I was an entrepreneur, I'll only do entrepreneurship. For example, HR. If I didn't want to go to a job, I'll open a consultancy. I won't go for a job because that's kind of an entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I'm doing it with one goal. I want to open a consultancy. I want to engage with companies. I want to take campus hires. I want to give jobs to the freshers. That's one goal. But if I want to be a consultancy full time and then go to a job, that will never work out. This is a prime example what I can give you. And don't listen to, you can take advice from mom, dad, brother, sister, but you have a vision, right? You know where you're going to stand, right? It all depends on you. Mom and dad can tell you, go study my beta, get first rank, get second rank. But it depends on you whether you want to get first rank or not, right? Simple.
So, adding one more point to this before we go to the discussion. Recently I gone to a job, it's been for ages, I believe. So, if you want to make somebody to be sustainable in a job, either they have to get married or they have to take a home loan. Because next 30 years he's going to work to pay the EMI. He's not going to think about leaving his job. So that's why all the bosses make their employees to take a home loan to buy a new home. I guess HRs are doing it very fondly. Yes.
Okay. Talking about home loans, I think so in every corporate company, when you go out, there's always a chai shop and also someone standing with home loan giving you card. Okay? Trust me, I don't know how much this example can go in the mindsets of you all. My dad always told one thing, whatever you do, never go into a lot of credit. You can take a home loan, you can take loans, but never put the rope on yourself. Till now, I've not taken a credit card. But I will go for a home loan if I really want to have a home of myself. Though myself and dad built a small house, that is secondary. But what I could say is, if you really have that source to pay that loan, please take it. But if you think you want to live that as a status, you're doing something wrong. Never do that. If you take my example, I started with the rent house, then came into lease, then bought a flat actually. So it all takes that stages. Not everybody will just come up like that. It takes a lot of time to come up actually. And today, there's a lot of facilities for loans, but it all depends on how much you get as a salary. Because the more you grow, the more responsibilities just add up in your life. It's not going to be less. People who come out of college want to sit in kindergarten, they say that life is more better than coming here, right?
So yes, we are coming to the final rapid fire questions. So either the students or David can be with us. I've got a few questions from the crowd as well. I'd like to start with the students fraternity. So the rapid fire goes like this, as the questions has not got ended. What are the other things which is stopping you to become an entrepreneur? What is your family? Then is the financial status. Yes, can you quickly answer these questions? What is the other things which is stopping you?
Sir, I feel like there is a lot of failure stories of entrepreneurship than success stories of entrepreneurship. People must come up and tell their success stories of entrepreneurship. Only then people know that there are so many entrepreneurs coming up. Because my dad, he himself is an entrepreneur. I've seen him doing into business for past 30 years. But in that 30 years, there is nearly 2 or 3 times that he has failed investing in something and he has just come down. My mother still considers that 3 failures as the maximum rather than the 30 years of sustaining business that he's doing. So I feel like that is becoming a barrier. So those 3 failures that happen.
How to see failures basically?
How to see failures is, when you look at failure stories, there's a lot of in-depth learning in that with experience. But if you see success story, he may not tell you the full picture actually, right? See, even Ola as a brand, when we see that, it's always we thought, okay, it's a big brand and everything. But go to see, it was the biggest failure in the initial months, right? But did he tell a success story? I don't think so. He would have told a success story actually.
Sir, I feel like if you would have told a success story, that would have motivated us.
Yeah, but than telling the success success story, he would not have told how he failed, how he did it as an experimental. Because another thing is, it's all about competition, right? That's another thing. If they are going to tell you that USP, unique selling point, other people will come up, right? That's the only thing. But if you say failures, other people will have an opportunity to learn from those failures, to do more betterment actually. That is the only thing. And the risk is little less if you take from failure. If you're going to take from success, only that motivation factor will be. But in order to get that motivation factor, what is the base? Where did he go wrong? Learning is more in the failure stories actually. To be very honest, I'm a BCom, MCom, MBA, finance and marketing. I'm an HR today. Trust me guys, 2014, I failed around 25 interviews. Each building I ran 2 to 3 times for interviews and prestigiously failing it.
Prestigiously.
Failures are more. But now, if I don't tell you this, you will always see David as, okay, he's a HR, he has 10 years of experience, he's a public speaker, he's come to address this floor. But who knows my failure? Will you learn from success or will you learn from failures?
Failures.
There was one person who told me, David, you have calm skills, you like to talk to people, please start talking. I said, okay ma'am, from a consultancy, again started applying for finance jobs because of the family pressure. I want to become a clerk in a bank, in a public sector bank. You write all the exam 5 books, this, that, blah, blah. Okay. Finally, where I am, I'm in HR. But in HR, I'm doing well by God's grace and with good connects, with good guidance and everything. So if I didn't fail at that point of time, you won't know my success story today. I think so that would be a real answer for you.
I think I take failure as prestigious failure.
Definitely you should be proud to fail. See, even now also, even I may run out of few words, no problem. Even if somebody mocks me or whatever it is, I'm still talking, right? I'm still making my way. How many people will do that? For me to come here, I should fail, right? I just can't come take the mic and say, oh, I'm addressing the students. Because today, you all are more advanced. Your syllabus is different from what I study. Only thing, the advancements are more. I can even learn. And you know why I come and talk to the students? Because even I also learn from them. So many questions you are asked. It's all informative. I would take it back, welcoming it. Even I can go and educate another batch, right? So that is what. Never see always success stories. It's good to see their story, but see the failures in them. Right? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Because we have been discussing on one point, that is the unskilled and semi-skilled laborers. There's a gap, and there's a super skilled laborers, gold collar laborers are being exported to the different countries. Where we are importing the low skilled employees from the various part of the country. So where are this gap? So we have been ended with 2 points. That is, one is we are not becoming an entrepreneur where we have a gap. We are not trying to become an employee, super employee, CEO, CFO, CXO, but we don't want to become an entrepreneur. That was one submission which was given by David Netto and all the students of ISSM. And second thing is, are we not ready to take it a technology-driven approach to all the problems which we have? When farming is not having a manpower problem, is having a manpower problem, we didn't take it up to the technology. The technology is there. I guess we can do automated farming. We can able to do this. We can even use the engineers technology. Even the first semester, second semester, third semester, engineers can able to come out with automatic switch on the motor, automatic to turn it off, or automatic supplying of water to the drip irrigation. Many things. We are not technology driven. So 2 valid points has been given by David Netto and with the students. And the one lovable part from this event is, it is about the word called prestigious failure. Is we have to learn from the lessons. I guess it is either winning or learning. Don't see it as a losing. I guess this was a thing. Finally, you can submit it and we'll end this up.
And one thing I want to tell you all is, I always wish you all the best, okay? And another thing is, celebrate life. Live your life. Whatever technology is, never forget your roots, okay? And just a small sample. Do we have playgrounds today? We all have indoor turfs. gone are the days of playing cricket with your friends in a street or a playground. Okay? Today, we have to find time to go for a gym, appointments, this, that. Life is going like crazy. And today, we want to eat, we are going to Swiggy, Zomato. We don't want to cook. Cooking is seen as a skill. Seriously. And people who are in the PGs, they know that value of home food. Okay? How much ever technology has come, never forget your roots. Today, maybe Android systems, Spotify may come, but nobody forgets a radio, right? Why go so far? Last week, Airtel Tower was down. My own cousin was searching for his phone whether it's inbuilt with radio over, to just pass on his mind. Technology is great to an extent, but never forget your roots. Be happy with your families, try to support your friends, and what I could say is learn from failure, and it is never too late to make things right and perfect. As I said, break the bias, okay? Never feel shy. Learn to say no. Be the first person to say no. So, ma'am, I don't know this, I want to learn. Definitely you will come up with that. And thank you so much. This session was really interactive. Thanks to all the students who asked the answers, and I'm sure it was worth it.
So thank you so much, David, for your valuable session. It was really amazing. Even I had a very much informative learning sessions for me, and I should also start thinking about some entrepreneurship. My boss will be very upset, but still, yes, it's a very good lesson for all the students here, right here. And you should also have this thinking process. This business simulation, I believe it has given and opened up a lot of people's eyes towards entrepreneurship, and there is a gap between the skilling, upskilling, cross-selling, and all those things, I believe. I want you people to think about a lot of thought process. செவிக்கு உணவில்லாத போது இது வயிற்றுக்கு உயிர்ப்படும் ஒன்றே அடிச்சு இதுக்கப்புறம் நான் பேசினா கண்டிப்பாக ஒத்துக்க மாட்டீங்க. So we'll close the session here. I guess you had a wonderful session. I want all you people to give a big round of applause for David. I hope you all enjoyed, and in this particular day, it was a very, very great learning. Thank you so much for all the patience, and thank you so much, David, for coming all the way to ISSM and giving this wonderful session. I personally really enjoyed, and this one, I am again repeating it, this prestigious failure is really a thought-provoking thought process actually, and this will open up a lot of eyes, and this will give a lot of confidence to take this thing beyond the calculative risk, and they have to step in and do a lot of things. I guess this will make a lot of things in the community. I always think this teaching is not a teaching part, and I always see it as a national building process, because when I build entrepreneur, I build an employee, I guess we are making big round of things to the Indian community and the Indian government. And yes, we are proud to have you again once again, ISL. Thank you so much for having this presentation.
So now I would like to invite our principal, Mr. Ranjit sir, to honor our chief guest.
Limited number of roles. There's also competition, and I think so
companies are there, opportunities are there. It depends on you how you're going to knock the skills out. Okay? And please learn a skill today. Okay? An extra skill will always be added in your resume, and keep your LinkedIn very, very active like Instagram. Okay? You have everyone there. Your professors, entrepreneurs, industrialists. You have even the CM also there watching. So be active on LinkedIn. Okay? And as I said, celebrate life, celebrate failures. Okay?
Thank you, sir. I now extend a warm invitation, Mr. Ajit, to present the vote of thanks.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. David Netto for gracing us with an enlightening session on the crucial theme of opportunities and threats in migration of Tamil Nadu's unskilled and skilled workforce. Sir, your insights in navigating the transition from academia to the corporate world have been both valuable and illuminating. Your practical guidance and real-world experience have wonderfully equipped our gathering with a profound understanding of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to all attendees for your active participation and thought-provoking questions, which made this session truly engaging and enriching. The contribution have added significant value to the overall experience. As we collectively reflect on the lessons shared today, let us carry forward this newfound knowledge into our professional journeys. The wisdom imparted by Sir will wonderfully serve as a guiding light in our ongoing pursuit of excellence. Once again, thank you, sir, for sharing your expertise and contribution to the success of this insightful section. Your presence has left an incredible mark on our community, and our immensely grateful for the knowledge you have shared. With best wishes, signing off on it.
For delivering the vote of thanks. As we bring this session to an end, let us conclude with a patriotic thoughts. Kindly request everyone in the audience to stand for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे